So I have 5 minutes on my way to the accountant's office. I'm actually driving again. Um, I wanted to give you my 5 minute spiel, my 5 minute system on membership sales. So it's not as hard as a lot of you think. In fact, I'm going to be going over a lot of this on today's coaching call, but it's fresh in my mind, so I thought I'd share a real quick overview. So set your watch. We're going to run through this real quick. First of all, you've got your telephone inquiry. You never want your salesperson or whoever's doing your sales answering the phone. The reason is whenever your front desk person or whoever's answering the phone answers it and the person wants prices, that's the perfect way for them to move past that question and get their information. So for example, somebody calls in and says, I want your prices. They say, oh, sure, no problem. Let me connect you with somebody. May I ask, what prompted you to call today? So that way you find out what it was, whether it's the marketing piece or whatever, because that will help your salesperson know what type of promotion it was so that they can speak to them, about that particular promotion. Second, they're able to say, and who am I speaking with? Okay, John, just in case I get disconnected from you, what is your best phone number? And then you get the phone number and you have their name. So you're not going to get disconnected, but it's just a way to make it easy to collect their information right away so that there's no issue with the salesperson collecting their information. Because sometimes it's hard, when you get on a roll. So you've got their information. They come in. Greeting is important. You want to be all smiles. You want to be the happiest person ever. Again, it's your front desk person that typically greets them. And if you don't have a smiley, happy, energetic front desk salesperson or front desk person, you need to cut them anyway. So the front desk person, it's their job to get them to sign in on the guest register, nonchalant, go ahead and sign this and I'll get somebody for you. And whenever they're signing that, they can get the pre-qualification form started. You can have a short one, you can have a long one, just whatever it is, whatever questions you want to ask. She or he can give that form to them and they can start filling it out whenever the front desk person comes to get the salesperson or you. So that way you already have the process rolling, and in case you're already in the middle of something or you're finishing a tour, at least they're occupied for a few minutes. They finish that up, you come in and you greet them, you sit down, you talk with them through their pre-qualification form, you talk to them about their goals, where they've been, what they want to accomplish, be really specific, and then before you take them on the tour, you'll plant a little seed. And I like to say something like, well, let's go take a tour, and I've got a surprise for you whenever we get back. And sometimes they're like, well, what is a surprise? And they say, you have to wait till we get back. So you head out on the floor, and by the way, the surprise is just simply the incentive list for first day signups, and we make it really good. So, but you take them on the tour, and you want to constantly be focused on getting many commitments from them, getting them to say yes to everything. You do that through tie downs. Doesn't it? Won't you? Whatever statement or question you make, you want to make sure that they answer in a positive manner. You want as many yeses as possible from them. So you take them through the tour, always show them the area that they're most interested in first. You don't want them thinking, gosh, I wish you'd sure show me the classes, because that's what I'm here for, and you're busy showing them the strength training equipment. If they mention during pre-qualification they really want to lose weight and they really like the group setting, show them the group setting. Show them the things that are really going to help them with the weight loss. If you have a weight loss program, talk to them about that right away. Just get it out of their mind so they'll focus on you the rest of the time. Then whenever you come back, you sit down, you go over prices. You only have 2 to 3 options. 3 max. I like 2. I like a paid in full option and a monthly option. Or, if you already have too much cash coming in, then focus on a 12-month and an 18-month at a discounted price. Tom Plummer calls that his value membership. The moment that you give the price, the 2 options for them on price, don't even try to close the sale. Just immediately say, and here's a surprise that I had for you. Here is our list. It's a bribe. We don't do any hard selling at all, but, if you already know, and it sounds like you do, that you want to join here, then I'm going to sweeten the pot for you a little bit. So you run through the list, and it can have, everything on it. It can have half off enrollment, first month free, 2 months free, complimentary tanning, 3 sessions with a personal trainer, free water, free pro shop, free smoothies, free bag, free, fill in the blank. Whatever it is that you can give away for free or at a discount, they get all of it the same day they join. And obviously, we're not hard sellers anymore. If they happen to ask, so you're saying I don't get this if I don't sign up today? Well, no, of course not. We're not going to punish you for not joining today. It's just an incentive for joining. So, in fact, I'll give you a week pass to try it out, or 3 days or 14 days, whatever it is that you have. And as long as you sign up during that time before your trial ends, then you can have your pick of any 2 or any 3 off of this list. And typically they'll take the half off enrollment, you know, the first month free, and maybe the 3 personal training sessions, but they don't get the rest. You know, that you want to stick to your guns on this. You're not punishing them for not signing up the first day, but you're just adding more incentives for them to sign up on the first day. So they're really excited that you're not pushing them. You're not being that, well, today and today only. No, you're giving them an option to get some really great stuff if they're confident enough to make the decision today. Because we know if they leave, the chances of signing them up decrease. So the moment that they say, or the moment that you show them that incentive list, you just go back and say, did you have a preference on which one of these options you had? And then 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, they're going to say, I'd rather go with the monthly option, or I'd rather go with the 18-month option. You know, they might have some questions or some objections that you have to overcome, but typically they'll just say, oh, we'll go with this one. Great. Sign them up, get it done. If they happen to not join that day, you want to follow up. Follow up is key, because if you're only closing about 60% of your sales, you can close another 60% of the missing sales just by following up effectively. That can be through the email that you collect off the guest register, the phone number. Obviously, you want to at least have a phone number on that guest register because that's your way to follow up with them. Then, you know, if you happen to have their address, send a thank you card immediately. That's why people kind of skimp on the guest register. You don't want to. You want to collect as much information as possible. They're there for a membership. You're not being pushy. You're simply asking them for their information to sign in. You know, but at least have their phone number, and you want to follow up. Make sure their 3-day pass or their 7-day pass is going well. So that is it. You just go through the process. And I don't know whether this is 5 minutes or not, but it's got to be pretty close. But that's my system. I mean, there's a lot more that goes into it, obviously, but that is pretty much it. That's what I do every single time on every single sale, and that's what I advise clients to do also. So get started selling.